welcome to the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of boys high school basketball. It's a conference rivalry. Lots of backstories, but tonight the Cardinals looking at the section leading Anoka Tornadoes coming in. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro, sidelines, and this is a tough task for the Cardinals.
It's a huge task. Anoka rated number 9 on the hub. They're good. I mean, we talked about, they have 5 guys with 4 years of varsity experience. They play 10 deep. They are really good, and Coach Jefferson told me this may be the best defensive team he's ever had.
Well, you know, I remember speaking to both coaches before the semifinal last year in sections, and Coach Jefferson was very confident about his group. He said, you know, we're going to give them a run for it. We really think we've got a team that can beat them. And Coach Ogoric said, they're really good, but they're going to be scary good next year. He knew they would be tough to beat, and that's where we are. Just a couple of weeks left in the regular season.
Yeah, 15 wins on the season already for this team, and they are scary good. And, you know, they're coming off a tough loss, a nice win over Moorhead, who was number 8, and a tough loss to Champlain Park last week. So this is an opportunity for them to try and say, you know, we're in sections. We have an opportunity against a team who knocked us out a year ago.
Yeah, they beat him early in the season by 25, and Peyton Padani throughout his career has been very hard on the Cardinals. It happened again with a 20-plus point game earlier this season.
Yeah, take a look at the numbers. Almost 20 points a game, over 6 rebounds, and over 5 assists, almost 6 assists. He is really good, obviously, and you called him a Cardinal killer. He really does a good job against this squad, and you know, Cardinals are going to have their, not just him, but they're going to have their hands full with him.
Yeah, they've got 3 guys that average 13 or better, so they're going to come with a number of different guys that can get the job done for the Cardinals. We've talked about it all season. Outside of the top 2, they need everybody else to step up. Maybe more importantly than ever tonight, around the basket, they need to be strong.
They're going to need Samson Leclerc to really rebound well tonight. They're going to have to rebound. They're going to have to limit shots. They're not going to have an opportunity to get second or third looks tonight. And Samson, you know, was averaging just a little under 4 points a game. But you're right, they're going to need him for his defense, and they're going to need him for his rebounding.
Well, and as we saw last time we had the Cardinals on, is a big thing is they can't beat themselves, cannot get into foul trouble, especially early in the first half.
They cannot, and they cannot turn the ball over, because especially against a team like this in transition. If they turn the ball over, Anoka's going to make them pay. So you're right, they don't have the deep bench like Anoka does, but they certainly cannot afford to turn the ball over.
Yeah, Tornadoes are 6-0 in section play. They're trying to keep that record perfect when they take on the Cardinals next on CTN.
The North Suburban Home Show celebrates 25 years of all things home improvement. Connect with local experts for remodeling ideas and money-saving tips. It's everything for your home, inside and out. The North Suburban Home Show is Saturday, March 8th, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Andover YMCA Community Center. Meet more than 100 exhibitors and be inspired. Bathrooms, bedrooms, lighting, flooring, kitchens, home tech, landscaping, roofing, windows, and more. Plus free one-on-one advice from an architect. Don't miss the North Suburban Home Show, March 8th at the Andover Community Center. Admission is free. Sponsored by the cities of Andover, Anoka, Coon Rapids, and the Anoka Area Chamber of Commerce.
back at the barn, just about ready to play some basketball. Cardinals and the Tornadoes, obviously a long tradition, but it starts at the top. Head coach for the Tornadoes, Jesse Jefferson, started his coaching career right here with Coon Rapids under the tutelage of head coach Mike Gregor.
Yeah, I mean, obviously these two teams know each other very, very well, and both coaches know each other obviously very well. And so this, this hopefully will be a fun one, and hopefully will be a close one. But we'll see how this game unfolds. Anoka awfully good.
Yeah, they started the season 8-1.
Yep.
And just coming into this one, they've won 3 of their last 4. The only loss was that loss to Champlin Park.
Yeah,
the team ahead of them in the Northwest Suburban.
Yeah, they lost twice to Champlin Park.
Borchers, an early look for 3 won't go, but Danny has the rebound. Battling back inside was Bakit, but is taken away by Samson Leclerc, Howie, right in the paint where we said he'd need to be strong.
Absolutely. They have to get the rebounds.
Long 3 from Adi won't go. Long rebound tracked down in the corner by Lackinen, and Badani will bring it into the front court.
Yeah, I think biggest key from Coach Rose talked to me about
this one punched away again by Samson Leclerc.
Is turning the ball over. And now when they've got a couple of turnovers here, they certainly would like to get some points out of those.
Find Adi cutting behind the defense, but Keith able to get into position, not allow him to take it up.
Yeah, really good defense with quick feet.
Adi to the baseline, kicks it up top. Leclerc around to the brothers Young. Jackson will drive baseline, won't go, but he got the contact. And will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to go against Brody Lackinen.
There's head coach Jesse Jefferson. I talked to him too earlier today, and obviously limiting what Young and TPT do is very important for this squad, and keeping them off the glass. Those are a couple of the keys he talked to me about.
Brody Lackinen with a bloody nose, off to see the trainer, Afia Beckway, in as the first substitution for Anoka. Young only able to hit 1 of 2.
Cardinals with the early lead.
Badani underneath. The Beckway went up strong, got the contact. Will go to the line to shoot 2. Plowman Tate called for the foul.
Yeah, early foul on him, and that is one player that the Cardinals cannot afford to get into foul trouble. They're going to need his athleticism, his presence, his rebounding, and obviously his scoring, averaging over 18 a game.
Beckway off the mark. And we're tied at 1. The most rare of all scores in basketball.
Yeah.
Fast break the other way. Fadeaway will count for Dominic Bakit. He will go to line and try and convert the 3-point play.
Yeah, again, just his athleticism. We saw it on defense on one of the trips down court. Just a nice job getting the bump, but able to keep his body in control and able to get the shot off and get it to fall.
Not able to convert, though, so it's a 3-1 lead.
Jackson had an off night for him for sure against Andover, only 8 points.
Plowman Tate picked up as much slack as he could. I think finished with 25. Young gets the 3rd chance to go. We're tied at 3.
Well, that's one of the things Coach Jefferson said. We can't let him get up multiple opportunities, and Jackson did a really good job of just staying with a couple of his misses and able to put it back in.
Bakit from the corner is good for 3.
You know, they're a pretty good three-point shooting team.
Cardinals get into a motion offense. Finally got some room. Adi for three. Shot won't go, but Danny has the rebound.
You know, great no-look pass from Young.
Well, I was going to say they had the motion offense going, but
oh, that's 2 on
Anoka
TPT.
staying right with them. And then they did find a little bit of room, but you are correct. Plum and Tate, 2 very early personals.
And that's going to hurt the Cardinals because they're going to have to bring him out of the lineup with his 2.
Well, and they lost to Anoka by 25 first time, and Plum and Tate was not in the lineup that night. So they thought, you know, having him on the floor would hopefully make a difference. Trey Ellis underneath, bucket will count plus the foul. This one's going to go against Samson LeClaire.
Yeah, so all of a sudden 4 team fouls, and that's LeClaire's second. So 2 starters with 2 personals, testing the depth of this Cardinal bench.
In and out for Ellis. So 2 opportunities, the 3-point plays that could not be converted from the free throw line. 8-3 lead. Still pretty early in this first quarter, but not starting the way the home team needed it to. That one nearly picked off by Borchers. Eventually tips it to Ellis. Breakaway, and it'll roll around and down.
That's no good. I think he touched the net. Did they call the wave off the basket? No, maybe not. Oh, they did not wave it off.
They will call it.
Yeah, Coach O felt.
Well, it should. I mean,
he touched.
That's the way it was called last time we were in.
Yep, absolutely. Let's take another look at it. I mean, a great job defensively by Anoka, and Ellis is going to get the steal and the bucket. And I mean, there's definitely. So I mean, when we were here last game, they got called for touching the net. They touched the net. Not going to call it here.
It was a defensive player that called for basket interference,
but still.
Different referee crew. So many reasons.
Yes.
So an early 10-3 deficit for Coon Rapids. A couple of their starters with 2 early fouls. Connor Young working against Ellis off the dribble. It's the pick from Jackson. Okoye in the post now, looking for help. Out to Connor Young, long 3. It's short. Pedani has the rebound, waits for traffic to clear. Coming up on 4 minutes into this contest, a 10-3 lead for Anoka. Borchers down low, fights for room, won't get it to go. Rebound by Abekwe, kicks it out. Pedani for 3. That won't fall. DeGogo has the rebound for Coon Rapids. And Adi will bring it up court.
Oh, nice rebound for Cody. Making sure that Anoka didn't get another opportunity at that.
Jackson Young will take the shot over Pedani, won't go. The rebound by Bakit.
Yeah,
Borchers, right side.
Not too often Jackson's missing that shot.
Ellis, 3-pointer, in and out. Pedani, the rebound. Jump shot won't fall. Rebound tipped, controlled by Young. Young for 3. It's good. He has all 6 of the Cardinal points.
Well, and they need that to keep the score close. 10-6 in favor of the Tornadoes.
Ellis to the left side, but he shuffled his feet. Turned it over.
It wasn't neat either. I mean, just a nice little screen, a nice job by Jackson getting that off and hitting the 3.
He cannot be the whole offense and hope to come away with a win or even really a close game. Abekwe Chases down the loose ball. What a dish. Padani can't finish. Rebound collected by Ellis. Backdoor. Beckway runs into traffic, kicks it out. Padani in the corner. Cross court. And we had a 3-second violation. And Coon Rapids fortunate that they turn it back over. Kamari Hibbler in for Anoka. Talked about they'll go 10 deep.
Yeah, 10 deep
Already
for sure.
denting the bench pretty hard. Adi, three-pointer is off the mark. Padani will let it hit out of bounds. Padani and Ellis up top. Double team coming. Right side, Hibbler gives it back to him. That pass taken away by DeGogo. Connor Young to Jeremy Adi. Up court, Jackson Young. Pump fake. Puts it on the floor against Ellis. Rotate up top. Connor Young for three. It's good. It's a one-point game.
Yeah, great. A nice job with ball rotation and finding Connor with, that was pretty far out for that three, but he was able to hit.
DeGogo jump in the passing lane, but deflected right to Hibbler. High on the wing, splits a couple of defenders. DeGogo got in on the dribble. The whistle blows, tied up. Good effort by Cody DeGogo. Possession arrow favors the Cardinals.
I mean, just good hustle defensively there. Adi getting a hand in on it initially. And it looks like Coach Jefferson's going to call a timeout. 10-9 in favor of the Tornadoes, but Cardinals hanging in there. 11:19 remaining in the opening half.
Clearly a lot of basketball to be played
Yes.
this evening, but they challenges every game, different game throws at you. They were not expecting to have 2 fouls in the first 4 minutes against both Plowman Tate and Samson LeClaire.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
Well, Coach O told me, he says this may be the best Anoka team that he has seen. And so, I mean, obviously they knew it was a monumental task coming in, but we just need to stay close. We need to play good basketball. And like I said, can't harp on it enough, we got to limit our turnovers.
Well, and you and I were talking earlier, when was the last time Anoka was the highest ranked Northwest Suburban Conference basketball team? Been a very long time. Champlain Park, Park Center, Maple Grove have all spent a lot of time toward the top. Great save by Adi. Drives now, can't get it to fall. The rebound controlled by Anoka. But it was a great save in the corner. And then just not getting back in position, and Ellis scores a relatively easy basket underneath.
Well, and a nice dish from Padani. We talked about almost 6 assists a game to go along with his 19 points.
Yeah, he leads the team in every statistical category.
Yep, he's good. The battle of the 10s tonight.
Yeah, they both lead their teams in every statistical category. Connor Young wants another three. This one won't get cashed in. Rebound for Beckway. They get back up court. Here's Hibbler in some traffic. Kicks it back out. Ellis for three. That's in and out. Rebound controlled by Connor Young.
Ellis has missed a couple of threes. He's hitting 45 from three.
Connor from three. Long range won't go. Rebound lands out of bounds. John Pintz into the game for the first time for the Cardinals. Caleb Shear on the floor for Anoka, and Brody Lackinen back in.
Cameron Wymore in as well for the Cardinals. We've seen Wymore provide some spark off the bench for Coon Rapids.
Good effort player.
Yeah, really good effort. Solid defensively, hustler.
And when he, Connor, and Adi are all on the floor on the same time,
Your favorite.
I'm loving it. Loving it. Most dangerous, underrated lineup you could find. Kieran Wymore skying for that rebound.
Yeah, Podeni had to score a point.
Yeah, I don't know that he's really taken a lot of
He's taken
shots
a couple.
either, though.
But that one there.
Young backs in against him. Can't get the roll, though. Rebound by Shearer. Up court, Podani finds some open space, gives it back to Shearer. Great hands by Pence. Here comes Borchers. Had guys hanging on him like Christmas ornaments. No call, though. Borchers tips it. There's a lot of contact underneath going both ways. Nothing blown. And they're going to let him play.
They are so far.
Well, we saw that again in the Spring Lake Park game. We saw tackles that weren't called. And the slightest little bump that was. So
just don't
you
know
never know.
You don't know how the officials
But
react.
thank you, Mr. Officials, for being here and allowing
absolutely.
them to play. Connor Young needs some help. Kicks it out to Kieran Wymore. 10 left on the shot clock. Jackson Young, little pump fake, puts it on the floor. Working against Podani. Needs help. Picked up his dribble, turns and shoots. That's off the mark, and it's a shot clock violation.
That's just good defense by Podani.
Borchers kicks it back out. Podani for three. He's on the board. Shapiro, you asked for it. You got it.
I did. Timeout Cardinals. And again, that's just, defensive effort. You could hear Coach Jefferson after that last that rebound hustle down the court. He thought his guys weren't hustling on that particular play, but they came down and Podani hit a three and give them that 15-9 lead with 8:10 left.
One is his guys might have not have sprinted down. Neither did the Cardinal defenders.
Correct.
And so as they went to chase down Borchers, it left Podani alone, and Borchers a nice feed back to him.
Coach O wasn't pleased with that defensive effort. That's why he called that timeout.
Brody Lackinen plugged up and back on the court. Both sides.
Well, that's got to be a little bit difficult running up and down the court with that.
Foul is going to be called against Kamari Hibbler.
That's his first, just the second team foul on the Tornadoes. Cardinals sitting at 4, and both on LeClaire and TPT.
Back in the game comes for one, Jeremy Adi.
Not sure who.
Well, there was clearly miscommunication as DeGogo threw left. Young broke right, or vice versa. It's not how they had it planned. DeGogo steals it right back. He says, it was my bad. I'll get it back. Open look for DeGogo. Shot off the mark, though. Vince battling for it. DeGogo on the floor. Rolls out. Last touched by Anoka.
Yep. Did good. Again, good hustle on the floor by the Cardinal defense.
Yeah, both Pence and DeGogo getting after it. And they're going to need that. Every possession, they have to come away with points. And they need to come away with stops. Inbound goes to Wymore high on the left side. Reset the offense with Jackson Young on the right wing. Podani keeping a close eye on him. Podani was just waiting for the pass off the pick and roll. Drops it in the basket at the other end.
Yeah, I mean, he's sticking to Jackson Young like glue, and he was watching where that pass was coming. Just great time to get in that passing lane, and good
Young
decision.
In the paint, down low. Wymore is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Kamari Hibbler going to pick up his second.
Or they call it they call it an Ellis.
Well, then Dre Ellis will pick up his first.
That's right. Team third.
Wymore misses. See the defense drawn to Jackson Young. Wymore able to make 1 of 2. Danny in traffic underneath, blocking it. Left alone will finish.
Yeah, and again, they did a nice job of just finding that player underneath.
Yeah, Danny doing a nice job defensively, just staying in Jackson's face, limiting what he's able to do.
Great play to go defensively.
Young for 3. This one won't go. To go gets the rebound, and somebody's getting a foul. All kinds of bodies on the floor.
Like bowling.
Kamari Hibbler looks like he was kind of the last one down. He took maybe the hardest fall of all 4. But a couple of white jerseys, couple of red jerseys on the floor. The foul is going to go against Dre Ellis, his second.
Yeah, he's coming out. TPT back in for the Cards.
Inbound goes to Young. Up top, Kieran Wymore. John Pitts puts it on the floor. Wymore, long 3. Won't fall. Plowman Tate tried to take it away from Borchers, but knocks it away out of bounds.
That ball almost went into the cowbell section.
The non-existent section? There needs to be a cowbell
I know,
section.
but I'm putting it out there.
Should be a whole slew.
They should be.
Of cowbell plays. Borchers battling underneath, able to get the roll, and it's a double-digit lead for the first time tonight. Jackson Young in the paint against all odds, can't get it to go. Lockinen had touched the out of bounds, so it's a fortunate break for the home squad.
But Danny's going to get his first break of the evening.
Borchers reached in and ripped the pass away, but recovered by Pintz. I thought he still had it in his hand when the buzzer went off. So did Coach Jefferson. But no harm done. His team back on the attack. Borchers a little fake. Kicks it out. Hibbler up top and a shuffle of the feet for Shearer will turn it back over. .423 to go in the first half, a 21-10 lead for Anoka. A couple of early fouls on Coon Rapids kind of got them off rhythm, but just 1 point from someone not named Young. Pintz for 3, won't go. But Key was battling for it, but lost it out of bounds.
Well, looked early on, the Cardinals maybe getting foul trouble. They've done a good job of really staying out of it.
Young Able to spin around the defender and get 2 more.
You know, Jackson certainly is going to get his points, but we talk about all year, other contributors need to step up.
The Keats into the paint. Pass deflected, got through to Hibbler. Hibbler, pass got through, left for Bakit. He finishes underneath.
Nice feed from Lockenden too. His defense kind of collapsed around him. He found Bakit.
Long 3-pointer for Young is good. And Peyton Pedani ready to come back into this game. Bakit's underneath again, scores off the backboard.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of points scored by Anoka underneath the basket.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, they're doing a really nice job of moving it underneath, moving it around, and then finding that guy down low.
Yeah, their last 8 points have all been right underneath the basket. Bakit going to be called for the foul here. And we'll see Peyton Pedani come back in. And fully expect him to be squaring up against his opposite number every time at this end of the floor. Jeremy Adi working against Bakit, hands it off. Connor Young down to the last couple seconds, and that's a foul for Anoka. You really would rather not take.
Absolutely, with 3 seconds left on the time clock
and
clock shot.
5 feet outside the 3-point line on top of it. Young backs in, kicks it out, pins to Plowman Tate for 3. That won't go. Skying for the rebound is Bakit. Anoka back on the move. Borchers, open look. 3-pointer is short. Pins has the rebound.
Really a low-scoring first half, really for both teams.
Well, unfortunate, I think, for Coon Rapids that with how out of rhythm they have been, that they are still in this ballgame. Young 3-pointer won't go. Jackson has the rebound in traffic, tried to force it up. Couldn't get the basket, couldn't get the contact. Dish underneath, Borchers reverses for 2.
Another basket down low, Borchers with 4.
Jackson for 3, that won't go. The rebound by Shearer. Final minute of this first half. Locking in traffic, and eventually the red jerseys tied it up. Possession arrow, though, will favor Anoka. Afia Beckway will check back in. Young got a hand on it, but Borchers able to get the pass. Numbers forces the turnovers. Jackson Young leans in, kicks out. Adi thought about the shot, thought about it again. Hands it back off to Jackson. Now Connor Young. Under 30 seconds, Pence driving against Pedani off the glass and in.
Yeah, and again, they needed that bucket. A nice job by Pence just to stay with it, able to get down low and hit that basket.
Pedani kicks it across, Bakit for 3, in and out. Plowman Tate the rebound, and he's had it punched away out of bounds by Beckway. 7 second, so one last chance. Young telling them to clear. Gets the three-point land, gets it up, gets it home at the buzzer. Jackson Young, 14 of the Cardinals' 20 points. They trail 27-20. But again, for a team that just really didn't have any rhythm through any of that first 18 minutes, for them to be within range at the break is somewhat impressive. Howie Shapiro is down on the sidelines with Coach O'Gorick. Howie?
Thanks, Joe. Big three at the end, obviously, by Jackson to cut the lead to 7. I thought Anoka did a really good job of working the ball underneath, scoring a lot of points down in the paint. Talk about what you saw in that first half.
Sure, yeah, they got some size, so, we got caught a little bit at the wing. We know we got to take some chances because they got some shooters, they got some good guards, so we got to stunt at times. So we've got caught a couple times in our zone. They're sort of beating us underneath in that opposite diagonal, sort of sealing us, getting on top of us. They had one finish that was really good. I mean, we just got some smaller guys for one thing. They had one over Connor. It's like the angle of that's just God-given. But we got to be a little bit quicker to get on top of things there. They're sort of finding some of that, but.
Early trouble foul-wise for TPT and LeClaire. Talk about what your message is to the guys in terms of what you need to do. Kind of took you out of your game a little bit.
Maybe we just got to be physical. I mean, we just plain and simple. So we're going to have to pick up fouls. These guys are bigger. They're big, they're strong. So if we're going to be meek, we're going to get drilled. So we are going to have to be physical. That means we're going to have to pick up some fouls at times, and other guys have to be ready to go. Tegan came in with 2, played smart, and that was solid. I think John Pence came in and gave us some good minutes as well. Inside, just creating some energy, going for some old boards and being physical on that. So, we've been able to be physical like a John and not get in the foul trouble with him. So that's good. So
thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second. We're going to take a quick break and break down that first half right after this.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handicaps and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So Sports Nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And Sports Nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Back at the Rodrigue Carlson Fieldhouse, Anoka up 27-20 as we reach the break. But fortunate for the Cardinals, they scored the last 5 points of that first half, including a 3-pointer at the buzzer by Jackson Young, and just power in numbers for the Anoka Tornadoes. They have 6 guys who have scored for them so far. The other way, just 4 on the board, and Jackson Young has 14 points for the Cardinals. Younger brother Connor has 3. That's his 3 right there. Other than that, you got 2 from John Pence late in the game and a 1-point free throw from Kieran Wymore. If they want to keep pace with the Anoka Tornadoes, they need to get more contributions and they need to get more guys in rhythm and contributing offensively.
Yeah, and I think to Coach O's point, they have to be more physical. I mean, you're seeing Anoka be physical with them. He wants his guys to be a little more physical. You know, I think that obviously that big three at the end to cut the lead to 7 gave them a little bit of spark. But this is a low-scoring first half for both teams, but especially I think for Anoka. So it'll be, hopefully we'll get a chance to have a word with head coach Jesse Jefferson at the break and kind of get his thoughts on his squad as well.
Yeah, they average a little better than 76 points a game so a little bit below that average for sure. We will take a break, see if we can get that word from Coach Jefferson, and then the second half after this on CTN.
Welcome back to Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse on the campus of Coon Rapids High School. We're at the break. 27-20 lead for Anoka over the Cardinals. I'm here with head coach Jesse Jefferson. And coach, low-scoring game for you guys. A big 3 at the end by Jackson Young. You talked about things what you need to do to limit him. Talk about what you saw in that first half from your guys with a 7-point lead.
I think defensively we're doing a pretty good job. 20 points isn't a lot of points, so I think we can help them to even less. I mean, we limited a couple offensive rebounds and a couple of deep threes, and we're looking at a 15-point game. So we just got to tighten up.
I thought you guys did a really nice job of getting points in the paint in that first half. What was your message to the guys in between the break?
We just want to have an attacking mindset. I think we can impose our will physically. So we want to make sure we're running, kind of beating them up and play for the zone. So, yeah.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck. Good luck in the second. I'm going to throw it back to my best friend, Joe Yund.
Aw, what a guy that Shapiro. But we're going to take another break and be back with the second half after this. You're watching live boys high school basketball on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handicaps and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud, that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Peyton Badani leads the team with 19.6 points per game. He had his 5 in the first half. Jackson Young for 3. That's off the mark. Long rebound controlled by Lokinen. Paquette into the front court, across for Borchers. Lokinen turns, no resistance, but throws it up off the backboard and misses. Cardinals almost throw it away. Good recovery by Connor Young. And we saw a couple of turnovers like that in the first half, just throwing it to places where guys had been. Three-pointer for Samson LeClaire will cut it to a 4-point deficit.
Yeah, I mean, exactly what the Cardinals needed to come out here in the start of the second half, get a 3 and cut into this lead.
Padani for 3, looking to answer. Long rebound. Good hustle by Lokinen.
Really good hustle.
Throws it off of Plum and Tate. Not a lot PT could do in that one. You know, we talked about, Coach O talked about being physical. We talked about it. And Coach Jefferson said, it's part of the game plan. They know if they make it a physical contest, they have the size advantage.
They do, for sure. And they have the depth as well on that bench for Anoka.
Plowman Tate's pass deflected by Padani, recovered by Ellis. Gets it ahead. Padani will finish on the break. Young runs into traffic, kicks it across. Adi steps inside, kicks it back out. Plowman Tate for 3 from the corner. In and out. Ellis has the rebound.
Yeah, it's a tough break there because he's so good from that spot. And unfortunately, the ball rattled in and out.
Ellis to Lokinen, back out. Paquette steps in, back out. Ellis for 3. That's off the mark. Lokinen, the rebound and the putback.
Yeah, another miss by Dre Ellis. We talked about that. I think he's attempted 3 threes and hasn't been able to hit one yet. But as I mentioned in the first half, hitting 45% from beyond the arc.
Yeah, he averages 13 a game. Three-pointer for Adi is in and out. Down low, but Keith can't get the finish. LeClaire had position. Ellis, I think, is going to be called for the foul.
No.
Go against Lokinen.
Yep, that's his second. First, obviously, of the second half here.
Adi lost the handle, scramble for it on the floor. Plowman Tate making contact out of bounds. Anoka ball. Borchers back up top to Ellis. That pass taken away by Connor Young, ahead to Jackson Young. Steps around Padani and scores.
Yeah, I mean, again, just really not much Padani's going to do in that situation. I mean, he doesn't have any fouls, but he'll give him the basket Another turnover.
And another breakaway for Jackson Young, another layup. And a timeout for Anoka.
18 points for Jackson Young. But to your point earlier, Joe, they need somebody else other than number 10 filling up the bucket.
Well, and clearly, again, we saw it against Spring Lake Park, right? They built a 15-point lead in the first half, or into the second half, and ended up losing that game because he was the only piece that was firing. And the Panthers jumped on that.
Yep.
They slowed him down late in the game. Still had a career night, 37 points. But
yeah, not too bad.
When you get to that point that the defense is so keyed on you, is when you need teammates to come up and get hot most of all. So as you look at the last 14:51 on the clock, this is when you want to see guys like Plowman Tate, Adi, Sampson LeClaire get hot, so that as the defense collapses on Jackson, wherever he kicks it, whoever has the open look, when the extra attention's being given to number 10.
Well, yeah, and the young man with the number 5 on his jersey has not scored a point yet, and he's averaging over 18. So he may be the key player in the second half if the Cardinals want to stay in this one. They're going to need him to get some points, because you're right, they're going to obviously key on Jackson.
Ellis quickly underneath, Lockinen scores. Well-designed set play, works perfectly.
Yeah, we saw that. We talked about that in the first half. A lot of points scored in the paint. Another bucket there for Anoka.
Pass down low, looking to get Plowman Tate behind the defense. He couldn't hang on. It goes out off of his foot.
I'm just waiting for Dave Emmy to make one of his patent kick saves to save the ball from going to the back of the wall.
Borchers on the baseline, can't get it to go. LeClaire has position, gets the rebound. Jackson Young for 3. This one will not go. Padani has the rebound. Hibbler back up top. Padani for 3. In and out. Borchers the rebound.
There it is. Dave Emmy, one of the best camera guys in the business, makes a save. Just nothing but a thing for him. Just holding that camera, using his hand to stop the basketball. Texting at the same time. It's just amazing what he does.
Keeping everything in front of him.
Yep.
Padani high on the right wing, kicks it underneath. Hibbler all alone. And more points in the paint, and that one not due to the size.
Nope, definitely not.
But a missed coverage on defense, and we certainly saw a couple of those in the first half as well. But yeah, a lot of points in the paint. Hibbler got a piece of the pass. Adi able to recover it. Three-pointer for Connor from the corner won't go. Tip from Plowman Tate won't fall, but he's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, TPT with really a nice move there just to get an opportunity to tip that ball back towards the cylinder. And again, he'll earn those, as you said, could try and earn those from the stripe. Effie Beckway in for the Tornadoes, and Lockinen's going to take a seat with his 3 personals.
It's a great name.
Yeah, for sure.
2 for 2 for Tate Plowman Tate. So even though the Cardinals have struggled, they're still in this ball game, and that one's bobbled and lost out of bounds by a Beckway.
No, all the Cardinals need to do is just keep the score close.
But again, they have done so despite not having a real good night offensively.
No.
This one thrown in. LeClaire hustles back, can't scoop it up. Ellis can. He controls for Anoka, leaves it off. Padani underneath for Beckway. Right underneath for 2 more. They don't miss from there.
They don't, and they do a really good job of working it underneath. you know, there's a number of different players that have scored from down low.
Out for a three-pointer, Adi knocks it down.
Cards needed that, cuts the lead to 5. First points of the game for Adi.
Ellis looking for the answer, he's found it.
He hits his first 3. He has 9.
Adi wants 3 more. This time it won't fall. Ellis has the rebound. Pushes it ahead. A Beckway on the move is fouled.
Call that
and then a block on Plowman Tate. Yeah, I believe so.
Yep, that'll be his 3rd.
Plowman Tate making sure that he didn't get the +1. There's the foul called. And
it was a great block.
Plowman Tate able to make sure he didn't put it on.
Pence and Wymore back into the lineup for Coon Rapids.
Second one won't go for a Beckway. Good rebound by Jackson Young. Quickly to the other end. Pence blocked by a Beckway who came out of nowhere. Pence thought he had a breakaway. Anoka fans on fire after that. And a fast break basket for Panani.
Yeah.
And a steal, Ellis still able to finish.
Well, he was
timeout.
Well, he was pushed a little from behind, at least a little contact, nothing called obviously, but he maintained possession and was able to go to the basket and get the score to push the lead now to 13 points for Anoka. Again, that big block led to the basket by Podani and got this Anoka visiting crowd, the visitors here, got them going. There you see the block. And then they're going to get it quickly down court to Podani. And really just a nice move. He drives the lane, a little reversal, and off the glass for the bucket.
Largest lead of the night for Anoka. Not an insurmountable amount, but
no.
Cardinals have not really been able to string together any runs.
They have not.
To this point in the contest. They've chipped away a couple of times. They've kept themselves close. But they've been looking up at the Tornadoes all game long. A little full court pressure from Anoka.
We haven't
Cardinals able to run through it.
We haven't seen a lot of that from Anoka tonight.
Plowman Tate drives and scores.
Yeah, nice athletic, strong move to the bucket for TPT. He's able to get his second basket of the night.
Torture's open look for 3. Long rebound controlled by a Beckway in traffic. Fires it off of Wymore to keep possession for Anoka.
Yeah, smart play. To keep possession for the Tornadoes.
Hibbler inbound, taken away by Adi, left with Plowman Tate. Drives at Ellis and scores.
Well, that's what we talked about. Number 5 heating up. If the Cardinals are going to get back into this one, obviously they need Jackson Young, but they certainly need TPT.
Well, and that was a great defensive play by Jeremy Adi.
Beautiful.
Ellis had it knocked out of his hands, lost out of bounds, Cardinal ball. Ellis can't believe it wasn't last touched by Coon Rapids.
Yeah, you talked about that defensive play, and just a nice move. He turns his back to the defender, able to get the bucket.
Bauman Tate. Little floater is good. He scored the last 8 points in this game.
He's heating up.
The last 6 points, excuse me.
They're going to call Adi.
Yeah, he kind of reached out.
He did.
Fell for the fake.
So that'll be his first. This is the second team foul on the Cardinals. 10:24 remaining in the second half.
Yeah, almost midway through the second half and only 2 fouls each way. Padani top of the key. Over for Lockett, back to Padani with the look. 3-pointer won't go. Rebound tip back out. Ellis for 3. That one won't go. Back up and in for a Beckway.
Again, just another good look underneath for the Tornadoes.
Bauman Tate thought about the 3, then thought better of it. He'll try from the right side, in and out. Padani had the rebound and then took a hard hit from Kieran Wymore crashing in.
So that's his first, team third.
Hibbler into the front court. Cross for Padani. Pressure comes back to Hibbler. Underneath the Beckway. Right through Pintz. Drops it home. Back to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, again, using his strength to get the bucket.
3-pointer for Adi is good. Beckway into the corner, Lackinen for 3. That won't go. Jackson Young the rebound. He will head up court. Into the corner, Kieran Wymore for 3. That's good.
That's huge. Big 3 points for Wymore. Cuts the lead to 5.
Just over the midway point now. Lackinen. Back out. Hibbler. To Ellis for 3. That one is short. And what a follow for a Beckway. Holding off John Pintz to go up and tip it home. He draws the foul as well. And will have an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Yeah, he's a strong young man underneath the basket, and he showed that there on that basket. He has 10.
Back in the game for Cardinals number 4, Cody the Go-Go.
Beckway able to convert. Young on the floor, kicks it back out for Adi. He'll shoot it up over Padani and miss. The rebound by Trey Ellis.
Yeah, Jackson doesn't have a bucket in the
Padani
second half.
leads it off. A Beckway out to Hibbler for 3. That won't go. Rebound tipped. Back out Ellis for 3. That won't go. Gets his own long rebound. Lackinen to Ellis from the wing this time. That one will get the roll.
You give them enough chances and they're going to make you pay. And again, just a really good job rebounding offensively for Anoka. That trip down court pushes the lead back to 11.
Well, one of them came because 2 Cardinals were battling one another. That one well off the mark. Anoka on the run. Ellis will pull up for 3. It's short. Rebound by Adi, had it stripped by Hibbler. Hibbler right back at Jackson Young, gets the basket.
Cardinals are going to call a timeout with 7:28 remaining. All of a sudden the lead's back to 13 for the Tornadoes. And again, just, pressuring on the defensive end, leading to scores. And that's how they built this lead back up, Joe.
Well, they got it as high as 13, and Coon Rapids, had a couple of 3-pointers. They got back to 5. and then 8 unanswered points. And again, Anoka in the driver's seat, 7:28 to go.
Well, we talked about this Anoka team, only 4 losses, 2 of those coming to the hands of Champlain Park, 1 to Totino Grace, and then they lost an early game on the road at Edina.
And against Section
One of your favorite
7,
teams.
And against Section 7 4A schools,
Yep.
They are 6-0.
Yep.
Trying to make it 7-0 with a win over the Cardinals tonight. Coon Rapids with the ball, down 13. Plowman Tate into the front court, left side for Jeremy Oddie. Telegraph pass taken away by Hibbler. Hibbler ran into DeGogo, nearly stole it right back. Rotation, blocking it. Able to get a good look, not able to get it to go, and then is going to be called for the foul.
That's lacking, and that's his 4th.
His fourth personal, 13 foul.
Just the 3rd team foul on the Tornadoes. Borchers will come in for him.
Yeah, Borchers, a guy well off of his normal pace. Yeah. He averages 15.6. He's only got 4 points tonight.
Well, but Danny only has 9. And he scores just a shade under 20.
Foul's going to be called against Hibbler.
That'd be Hibbler's 2nd, team 4th.
Inbound into the backcourt for Kieran Wymore. Kirby moves it ahead for Jackson Young, and now Jeremy Oddie. Oddie stepped into it, leaves it out for Young, back out. Plowman Tate, couple pumps for Wymore in the corner. He'll take the 3 and he'll deliver.
That's his 2nd from that spot. Cuts the lead to 10.
Beckway driving and scoring.
Thought maybe he was fouled on the drive down the lane, but boy, just so strong. He's got 13 tonight.
To Gogo. To Plowman Tate. Gets the foul, will go to the line to shoot 2.
Again, nice little dish by DeGogo, but unfortunately, TPT couldn't get the basket to fall.
His 34, Trey Borchers. His first personal, 15 foul. Taken on the line for the Cardinals.
Plowman Tate able to hit 1. Danny kicks it back out. 3-pointer for Shearer. Won't go. The rebound by Jackson Young. Looks up court. Oddie on the run. Stops up. On the left wing. Will put it on the floor. Now sends it across for DeGogo. Into the corner. Wymore from the left corner this time. It won't go. Gets his own rebound and traveled running into DeGogo.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Again, just we talked about it. I just like the hustle of that young man.
Well, and DeGogo as well. I think both guys hustling, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
Running in opposite directions into an unchallenged ball. And Anoka will give him the ball right back, because that was the kind of turnover we haven't seen from Anoka tonight, but we have seen from Coon Rapids on a number of occasions where they just pass well out of reach or to where the player had just recently been. 5 minutes to go. Jackson Young drives, gets the contact. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Pedani has been tasked with guarding Jackson Young all game.
Yes.
That's his first foul.
Yep. And that's Jackson Young's first point of the second half.
Hits them both.
It's 20.
Coon Rapids back within 9. Pedani, long pass. Ellis on the baseline, kicks it back up. Shearer across. Borchers on the floor. Down low, Beckway gets into the paint and scores.
Yeah, he's so cool. He's got that quick little first step underneath. He creates his own space.
DeGogo wants 3. Shot won't fall. Rebound tracked down by Shearer. Pushes it ahead. Beckway to the basket. 2 more.
Yeah, he has 17 points on the night. Guy averages, he's twice the average. He averages about 8.2, exactly 8.2, not about, points a game.
You beat me to it.
I know, it's like, wait a minute, I meant 8.2.
Young with the short jump shot inside. And just like that, Beckway's got 2 more. Oh no, Borchers, sorry.
Shearer's gonna pick up the foul. That's the 7th team foul on the Tornadoes. So, Lime will go to the line, shoot a 1-on-1.
Back to the lead. That number 23, John Pence.
Wymore hits them both. He's got 9 points for the Cardinals off the bench. Beckway takes a foul.
Poked in the eye.
I was just going to say, I think he might have gotten poked in the eye.
Pence be his first. It's 15. There's the dish underneath.
Beckway will shoot 2. Missed them both. John Pence has the rebound uncontested. Hands off for Wymore, and now Jackson Young. Into the corner, Pence had it punched away. Wymore recovers. Young gets back to him in the corner. Now Jackson Young. And the foul is going to be called against Caleb Shearer.
That'll put Young back to the line. That's Shearer's 3rd personal. Well, we don't have a 55 on our
Xavier
roster.
Bonifacius.
His younger brother.
Young hits them both. Back to a 9-point deficit. Pedani across, Borchers. Wymore up to challenge. Pedani had it poked away. Plowman Tate to Jackson Young on the run. He gets the foul and will go to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go against a Beckway. able to get the first one to roll home. Now he's got news fresh off the presses.
We just got the seedings section seedings for the girls hockey, where CPCR drew the 3. Centennial Spring Lake Park 1, Maple Grove 2. We could talk a little bit more about that, but CPCR at 3.
Means they'll have the late game on Saturday, 7:30. I was surprised to see Rogers fall to 7.
Yeah, so they'll
face Osseo Park Center.
Yep, OPC.
Everything else, I think, was pretty
much
obvious.
Yep.
But, it shows the parity of that section, Mounds View Irondale, number 8. And they gave CPCR all they wanted.
They did.
On Saturday afternoon. Took them to overtime. But, CPCR will start out with Osseo Park Center on Saturday at Roseville Arena, 7:30. Centennial will get Mounds View Iredale. Maple Grove gets Rogers. And in the 4-5 matchup, it's Roseville Matamidi against North Wright County.
I know Coach Gutty thought that they deserved the number 2.
Well, probably the hardest part of being the 3 instead of the 2, it means you have to see Centennial Spring Lake Park in a potential semifinal round.
Exactly.
And they're awfully good. You'd rather not have to face them until the end.
Exactly.
But
they
a
still have to beat them
very good section. Absolutely.
To get to where they want to go.
But back to basketball. Borchers open look for 3. Hits it like he's been hitting them all night long.
Yeah.
He hasn't, now he looks like he has.
They push the lead back up to 10.
The Beckway in some trouble, trying to force through it, able to get it through to Ellis. I think there was a shiv in there, a couple of pipes, a rope.
Wow.
I mean, he was
not that we would condone that.
He was getting mugged.
He was getting mugged.
And somehow he was still able to get it. Hey, he didn't draw a foul, but he was able to get it through. And eventually they do draw a foul. And Pedani is into double digits. Much later than expected.
Yeah, absolutely. He's still over 9 points below his average with 2:11 left.
Able to hit them both here. Anoka a little late getting back. John Pence scores on the fast break.
Now we're seeing the pressure from the Cardinals. Adi getting a hand in there, but he's going to draw a little contact as well.
Almost had the steal.
His second personal 17 foul.
So they'll put Danny back at the line.
Shooting a 1-and-1. Just under 2 minutes to go. Second one won't go. Wymore has the rebound. Karen Wymore backs away from Ellis, hands it off. Plowman Tate gives it to Adi. Back to his right, ran into trouble, coughed it up. Borchers to Pedani for the two-handed flush.
I get the turnover and the quick bucket.
Three-pointer for Adi won't go. Rebound, Pence trying to control, now able to get it. The whistles have gone away.
Lackluster effort by Dave Emme to try and save that ball. And then gets the ball up court and the flush.
It's called the safety dunk.
Yeah. Is that like the safety dance? Oh,
correct.
Nice rebound.
The Beckway's been trouble underneath. had a big night, 19 points. Three-pointer for Jackson Young off the mark. Rebound by Bonifacius.
Yeah, he's come in. He's got a block and a couple of rebounds.
Ellis spins away from pressure, runs into Pence.
You're gonna call that offensive?
Yep. Really?
An offensive foul has been called.
Charging.
His third personal 10-game foul.
That might be the result of one team being up by 15.
That could be.
Plum and Tate. Great feed from
loved it.
From Jackson Young, and a great look, and he just couldn't get it to go. Foul's going to be called on Kieran Wymore. Eventually, you do have to blow the whistle.
Eventually.
Even though you are down by 15. There's only so much content
I know, exactly.
that can be absorbed. Trey Borchers at the line. And he is into double digits. Fourth player into double digits for Anoka tonight. That's their big three, right?
Yep.
Spadani averaging 19.6 coming in. Borchers 15.6. Ellis 13. So you're going to get another chance for a Coon Rapids lane violation?
Yep.
Can't do that.
Well, that man right there who was just briefly on your screen knew that it was going to be a tough task tonight against the number nine team.
Plum and Tate from forever away won't go. Ellis the rebound. Shot clock has been turned off. Tornadoes will just pass it around to get us to the buzzer, and they will improve to 16-4 on the year. Or
3 seconds. There's 3 seconds.
Come on. All right. Well,
he's been a force. It's been a force underneath all night.
He's had a great game.
Yeah.
Which is good, because this is probably the last time we get a chance to call his name, Afia Beckway. Afia Beckway. It's a great name. We've been able to see it in a couple of sports for a couple of years, and he had a good game tonight.
He did.
Again, credit to the Anoka Tornadoes. Every time the Cardinals made a run to try and challenge their lead, they doubled down, got right back to a bigger lead, and down the stretch able to coast to the win 77-60.
Yeah, and again, the Cardinals, their season, they're struggling a little bit. Obviously, just 5 wins on the year, but they knew coming in this is going to be a task, and Anoka did a good job of really building that lead, and then, as you mentioned, not relinquishing it. It'll be win number 16 on the season.
Correct.
So they're 16-4. Yep.
And, Jackson Young, a 26-point night, but the only one in double digits for Coon Rapids. 4 guys in double digits for Anoka. 14 each for Padani and Ellis. 11 for Borchers, and then the 19-point night for Afia Beckway. And the most important number is 77-60.
Yeah, Cards have 3 games this week. They're going to take on Robbinsdale Armstrong, who Anoka had a 30-point lead at halftime against them. So that's an opportunity to see if they can get back in the win column.
We will be back here on Wednesday evening when the girls basketball team takes on the Armstrong Falcons. We'll also have coverage of the gymnastics team as they take on Anoka over at Anoka High School on Thursday. And the girls hockey playoff on Tuesday in the second round. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Anoka 77, Coon Rapids 60. We want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.